Hey there, baseball fans. It's Ben, and I'm back with another box from Bob's collection. This is from my latest time with Bob, and this is actually one of the boxes I was more excited about because when I lifted it up, just as I was, poking through some stuff, I saw it was chock full of what I'm going to call vintage football cards. So we're talking, what year is this? 1975 tops? Is that what it says? 78 tops. And then we've got some, what year is this? 1977 tops. So I'm going to go through a few of these. I'm not sure how much of these we'll get through. But I guess what we're probably looking for, a lot of those Steelers cards. I guess the 70s would be the Steelers, would be the reigning champions there. So looking for Hall of Famers, and I'll see what I can recognize here. But this is a lot of football cards. So I'll have to go through and do some Hall of Fame lookups here because this is before I was born. But I should be able to recognize the biggest names. There's J.J. Jones, quarterback. Actually, I want to look him up. You didn't see a lot of black quarterbacks in the NFL at that time, and so they were real trailblazers there. I'll have to put him aside and look him up. Mark Mosley. There's some Redskins players. There's, is that Marcus Allen? It's 1984, so yeah, it's probably Marcus Allen there. We'll put him aside. Frank Grant, Joe Reed. Yeah, these names are not ringing a bell for me. Yeah, these are all over the place in terms of year. So that is, I'm not sure who those guys are. Maybe Super Bowl 12. Some kind of, I'm not sure what this card is. NFL Properties 1983. Some big huddles. That's really strange. Pat Leahy. Oh, looks around. Colin Bryant. He looks very unhappy or angry. Isaiah Robertson. Tom Mack. Dallas. Whoa, look at that. He's flying through the air there. There's another one of those weird looking cards. Calvin Hill. Oh, so Joe Theismann, most famous for breaking his leg when Lawrence Taylor hit him, ending his career. There's Bill Munson, totally miscut, but smiling and happy. Ted Fritsch, Len Barney. Yeah, so these are not cards or names I'm familiar with, but let's keep going here for a little bit and see if we can find anything of interest. Bobby Watkins, John Morris. These are pretty old, though. 1977, yeah. Charlie Sanders. Eddie Payton, not Walter Payton, unfortunately. Gary Danielson. Larry Walton. I'm not even sure exactly what I'm looking for. Like I said, I'm probably looking for some Steelers players. Greg Landry. Jim Carter. Wilbur Summers. Ken Houston. Got some cool shades on there. Jake Scott. None of these are ringing a bell for me. If I'm missing something here, please let me know. There's another Joe Theismann. All right, seems like these are easier to pull out now. Stacked in here. There's a checklist. Frank Grant, Ron Saul, David Hill, Ken Sanders, Wilbur Summers, John McDaniel, Bill Kilmer, Ron Saul, Bill Kilmer, Deron Talbert, Joe Lavender, looking happy, Dennis Johnson. I don't recognize any. I thought for sure there would be people I would know. All right, so there's some Baltimore Colts back then. Joe Fields, Bruce Harper, Greg Buttle, Abdul Salam, Darrell Ray for the longest interception return in the playoff game. Richard Dodd, Chuck Ramsey. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know any of these names. J.J. Jones again. It's the second one of him. Pat Leahy, the kicker. Bill Kenny, Mike Livingston. What year is this? 1979. Ed Podolak. I know him because he played for Iowa, and then he was an announcer for Iowa back in the day. That's the only way I know him. That's the first name I recognize here. Walter White. Don't know him as a football player, but I think we all know him as a fictitious character from TV. Harold McClinton. And another Ed Podolak there. The Iowa Hawkeyes. Ed Podolak here. There's Len Dawson. That's somebody we know. Len Dawson for the Chiefs, quarterback. So we'll put him aside. Didn't he become a game show host or something later after his football career was over? Billy Jackson, Walter White, Ron Saul, Deron Talbert, Mike Thomas, Frank Grant, Cleveland Elam, Bruce Taylor. There's a Roger Craig. So there's, and this is it's a Roger Craig rookie card. So how about that? 1984 Roger Craig rookie card. A little soft corner here, but that's a cool one. Definitely like that. Steve Mike Mayer. Fran Tarkenton. Okay, there we go. It's a quarterback I know. See, this, like I said, this is a deep box full of cards, so we'll probably do a couple of videos here. Chris Hanburger, not Hamburger, Hanburger. Ken Houston, why does that name ring a bell? I'm not sure. Ron Saul, Bill Kilmer, lots of these Bill Kilmer, Frank Grant, a lot of duplicates in here. Dennis Johnson, Ray Jarvis, Joe Reed, James Hunter, Greg Landry. Put him aside. Dexter Busey or Bussey, Greg Landry, Levi Johnson, Benny Ricardo, that's a good name. Ulysses Norris, Gary Danielson, David. Yeah, these are just Al Baker. Look at that little side eye for the camera. So I'm not sure what to make of these. I might just have to do the rest of this off camera and let you guys know if I find anything interesting or important. Freddie Solomon, maybe? I'm not really sure. Let's grab some of these at the bottom here. So these are from what year? 1983. And these 1983 Huddles cards. I'm not sure what those are either. So that's interesting. Jim Marshall, Tommy Kramer, Matt Blair, Sammy White. Yeah, I don't know any of these guys. It might just be that these are picked through. Fran Tarkenton again. Jim Marshall, Bobby Bryant. Who do you have here? Chuck Foreman, Sammy White, Bobby Bryant, Carl Eller. Paul Krause, Robert Miller. Ahmad Rashad. There we go. Probably more famous for his announcing days and hosting days than anything. For Fran Tarkenton. A lot of Fran Tarkenton. We'll have quite the Fran Tarkenton collection when this is all said and done. Let's see here. It's cool to see these old football cards, though. These are not sets or players that I've had a lot of experience with. So I'm not even sure if there are like specific rookie cards you'd be looking for, but like I said, I'm just looking for names I would recognize here. Ken Sanders, Eddie Payton, Fred Dean, Gary Johnson, Charlie Joyner, New York Jets, The Only Way to Play, New York Giants in Pursuit, or the Pro Bowl. Actually, that's somebody on the Chargers quarterback there. I wonder who that is. Box punt. Joe Field, Bill Simpson, Harold Jackson, Wilbert Montgomery, Ken Sanders. A lot of duplicates in here. Burgess Owens. Lots of Jim Marshall. So it might be that we're just dealing with a lot of commons here. or things that I'm missing. So, like I said, leave a comment if you know any of these players that I'm missing. Fred Carr, Billy Buchanan, Roger Carr. What year is this? 1976 tops. Oh, James Lofton. There's a Hall of Famer right there. So that's one of the better ones. And it's in good shape here. 1982 tops. Herman Edwards. Mike Hogan. What year is this? 1976 for Harold Jackson. Chuck Ramsey. Joel Youngblood. Isaiah Robertson. Monty Jackson. Nolan Cromwell. Yeah, I don't know any of these players. A couple Pro Bowlers in here. Bound to be some Hall of Famers, I would think, from this era. No, nothing. Tony McGee. Andy Johnson. This is 1978. This is 1980. John Smith. Julius Adams. Yes, so Russ Francis. Yeah, I just don't know any of these cards here. Super Bowl II for that one. So I'm not sure what to even do with these. I guess I'll just put together some kind of lot and find somebody who likes 70s football cards here. Robert Pratt. Wow. There you go. All right. Well, I guess I'll look through these off camera and let you guys know if I find anything interesting. But like I said, if you saw something in here that I missed, please leave a comment and let me know so I can go back and take a look. The modern technology. I want to show you guys a recap of what did come out of that vintage football box. So here's some of the highlights. Nothing that was like blowing me away with value, but like a lot of cool things. So we got some Ed Too Tall Jones from the Cowboys, 78 and 79, etc. We got some Bob Greasy cards here. So Bob Greasy, there's him with his spectacular specs. Amazing. Some more Bob Greasy. So we get into the Steelers world then, the 70s Steelers with Jack Ham. There he is, 78. There's Mean Joe Green. Doesn't look so mean there, looks pretty happy, but good Mean Joe Green. And there's another part of those that Steelers linebacker crew, Jack Lambert. A couple of those. There he is back there making a tackle in the Super Bowl 10. Another Jack Lambert there. You can see his missing teeth. Yep, that was serious business. And there's Franco Harris. This one's all creased up, but we got a lot of Franco Harris here. So we got some 77, 78, 79, I think. Yep. And then a bunch of him running in the Super Bowl. There's his team leaders. More of him running in Super Bowls. There he is again. This is a 81. There's another Franco Harris there. Franco Harris in action, 82. It's 84, I think. 83. 83 Franco Harris. Another one of him in the Super Bowl. And this is an 83 top sticker card, actually. So that was kind of cool. All right, then we move into the other part of that big Steelers team with some Super Bowl shots of Terry Bradshaw. Super Bowl 10. There's Terry Bradshaw. 1978. 79. There's an 83 sticker. They're using Super Bowl 10. Super Bowl 13. And we move on to the Vikings quarterback great, 1977, Fran Tarkenton. Got a lot of Fran Tarkenton over here. 76 record breaker for most yardage passing in a lifetime. Big numbers for back then. That record has since been broken. Completes 17 of 18 passes in 1977. Then I've got a handful of these 1977 receiving leaders with Liddell Mitchell, but Ahmad Rashad. Number of those, 4 of those. Moving on, we got Marcus Allen, 82 team leaders for the Raiders. then Marcus Allen in an instant replay. There he is in the 83 AFC Championship. And then we get the great Seahawks receiver, Steve Largent, 1978. 78, the team leaders for the Seahawks. Another one of those. Let's keep this last one secret. Team leaders for 1978. There's Steve Largent again. There he is getting older and older. And then we get Hall of Famer Randy White for the Cowboys, the middle linebacker. And then we get Joe Klecko. I wasn't terribly familiar with Joe Klecko, but he was the defensive tackle for the Jets. And I have 2 of his rookie cards right here, which is pretty cool. 1978 Joe Klecko rookie card. And that same year, he led the team in quarterback sacks. So I got a couple of those. And then you can see as he moves on in his career, another one of him leading the team in sacks there. We get 1983 or 82. 83 Dwight Clark, as well as a Dwight Clark top sticker. And then we move to Dan Fouts, the legendary Chargers quarterback, 1978. Then we have an instant replay here. And then we move on to the Dolphins Super Bowl run, Super Bowl 8. That's Larry Zonka there. And we have Larry Zonka as the rushing leader for the Dolphin team leaders. Same one there. And then, let's see here. Ozzie Newsome. We had a 1978 Ozzie Newsome, which is a 4th year card for him. And then John Stallworth for the Steelers, 1978 and 1982. Then we get the Hall of Famer James Lofton for the Packers. We get Roger Craig, and this is a Roger Craig rookie card, 1984 Roger Craig rookie card. So that's a cool one. We get Len Dawson, the Chiefs quarterback for all those years. And I pulled this 1982 record breaker for Joe Montana. Montana records his 5th straight 300-yard game. And look at this, Eric Dickerson rookie card right here too. Oops, throwing it around. Twice. 1984 Eric Dickerson rookie card. So that was a cool pull too. Then we get Tony Dorsett, 80 team leaders. There's Roger Staubach for Super Bowl 10 for the Cowboys. And then Danny White, the quarterback for the Cowboys prior to Roger Staubach. See there? Look at this Lawrence Taylor, LT looking fierce there. 1984 tops. Lawrence Taylor just a couple years off his rookie. Then we have the Raiders QB, Ken Stabler. A couple more Ken Stabler. And then we have Gene Upshaw from this nasty Raiders team back in the 70s. So we have some Gene Upshaw, some more Gene Upshaw. And then Art Shell, tackle on that team as well. And finish off with Archie Manning, a couple 1978 Archie Manning, or actually 3 of them. And he is, of course, not only a great quarterback in his own right for the Saints, but father to both Peyton and Eli Manning, 2 of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And the last one is the coolest one probably, but it's in the worst shape. It's all creased up, but it is a Tony Dorsett rookie card, 1978. Look how many creases are in this one. Oh my goodness. But really cool to pull this one anyway. So the great Cowboys running back Tony Dorsett rookie card. So I'm sure there are actually a lot more in there that I just didn't know about. But these are all the ones that when I went through the whole set that I thought were really cool and I wanted to share with you. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. More from Bob's collection coming up soon. See you next time.